Hello, dear students of class 7. Welcome to another part of the chapter 10 Tables and Forms in HTML. Students, in this part, we are going to see how to add multiple line text field in our HTML forms. First things first, let us understand what exactly multiple line text field is. Students, as the name suggests, multiple line text field is nothing but a field like this where you can enter multiple lines of text. Okay, students, multiple line text field is a place where you can enter multiple lines of text. Earlier, we were creating text boxes. Yes, earlier we were creating what? Text boxes like this. They were only giving us area to write one line of text. Okay, in a single line we used to write. But there might be many instances where we might be, we might want to enter what? Multiple lines of text. Okay, for example, adding your address or giving your remarks. If you use some service or a product, giving review about that particular thing. Okay, for that you might have to write multiple lines of text. Okay, so for that we require multiple line text field. This text field that is shown over here to you, this text field is a multiple line text field. This over here is a multiple line text field. Over here you can enter multiple lines of text. Okay, students, now let us see how this is helpful, how multiple line text field is helpful. First, in certain cases, it might be necessary to accept several lines of text from the user. Yes, several lines means what? Again, several lines means nothing but multiple lines. So in some cases, we might require our user to enter what? Multiple lines of text. For example, if you want the address of particular person, okay? If you want address, the address cannot be written in one line. It can be, but it doesn't look good. Even when you write a letter, you require the address of that particular person in multiple lines. First, flat number, then in which area that particular person stays, city, then district, then state, then the pin code, and so on. Yes, so you require multiple lines of text. Okay, so in certain cases, it might be necessary to accept several lines of text from the user. In such case, you need to use the text area tag. So to create multiple line text field, we will use which tag? We will use the text area tag. Okay, students, we'll use the text area tag. Now, while using this tag, along with this tag, we are going to use some attributes. This tag, text area tag, must include a name attribute. That means when you will create a box like this, text area box, this box has to be given some name. For that, we are going to use the name attribute and give some value to it. For example, look over here. This is the name attribute and this is the value given, remarks. Okay, you can give any name. And you must specify number of rows and columns with the help of rows and calls attribute. Okay, so you need to, along with the name attribute, you need to use two more attributes, that is the rows attribute and the calls attribute. Now what is the rows attribute? Okay, the rows attribute determines the height of your box. Okay, the height of your multiple line text field box. Okay, and the calls attribute, not the columns attribute, calls, COLS. Okay, columns are determined by calls attribute. So the calls attribute determines the width. Okay, width of your multiple line text field. Okay, so along with this, you have to use three attributes. Along with the text area tag, we'll be using three attributes: name, rows, and calls. Okay, students. Now, finish the this control, that means this multiple line text field control, with the of text area tag or the text area closing tag. Okay, so this is the text area closing tag, and we have to finish our multiple line text field with this closing tag. Okay, students. Why? Because text area tag is a container tag. What kind of tag? It's a container tag. And you know that container tags are the tags that have both on, this is the on tag, and this is the off tag. Okay. So text area tag is used to create multiple line text field, and it is a container tag. Why? Because it contains both on and off tags. Now students, this is the example of how to use the text area tag. See, this is the text area tag. Then there's a space, okay, between this and this. This is the rows attribute. So they have written rows equals to 10. That means how many rows the height of this particular text box is going to be? It's going to be equal to 10 columns. Okay, it's going to equal to, sorry, 10 rows. Okay, the height is going to be of 10 rows, and calls space, again after this double quotes there's a space, calls equals to 60. Okay, so what is the width of this particular text area? It is 60, equals to 60 columns. Okay, and then they have given a name to this particular box. What is the name given to this particular box? Remarks. You can give any name to this. Now here, rows define the height of the text area. I've already told you that if this is your box, then rows is going to determine what? Height of your text area, and calls defines the width of your text area, this particular aspect. Okay, students. Now, the rows and columns just determine the rows and columns just determine the size of the text area control. That means the rows and columns will determine the size of your box. The more number of rows and the more number of columns, the bigger will be your text area. Okay, students. So if you want to create a bigger area, you need to increase the value of rows and columns. Now, a user can type text as wide as the area is defined on the screen. That means as wide as area you define over here, okay, you can type inside this as wide as you have defined it. That means from here to here. Okay, now students, they have given an example, of how to create a this particular text box like this. See, this is the height of the text box and this is the width of the text box. Okay, students. So let us see practically how to create this particular text box. Okay. So see, they have started with HTML tag. Then they have opened the head tag. After head tag, title tag. In the title, they have given using text area. So the same thing is appearing over here, using text area. Then they close the title tag, close the head tag. Then they have opened the body tag. They have used the BG color attribute of the body tag. BG color equals to light pink. So you can see that this color of the body of this uh, page, okay, web page is light pink, this particular area. Okay, this is light pink. Now, after opening the body tag and using the BG color attribute, they have opened the form tag because this is a part of a form. That's why we have to use the form tag. Now, inside the form tag, they have typed remarks colon. So as it is, the remarks colon is appearing over here. Sorry, as it is appearing over here. As you can see, this remarks colon. This is basically the label of your this box, what your box represents. Then after this, they have opened the text area tag. Now you know what text area tag is used to. The text area tag is used to create the multiple line text field or the text area. Okay, so this is the text area tag, then space, then they have written rows equals to 6. That means the height of this particular box is what? Equals to 6 rows. Okay, then calls equals to 50. That means the width of this particular box is what? 50. Okay, this width. And then they have given name equals to remarks. So the name of this box is what? Remarks. You can give any name that you like. Now students, before closing this text area tag, see, they have written enter your remarks here. So whatever you enter inside the text area on tag and text area off tag, between these two, that will be by default written over here inside the box. Now before writing your remarks, you need to delete this and then you will type your remarks. Okay, then after closing the text area tag, you close the form tag, then you close the body tag, and then you at the last will close the HTML tag. So let us see this practically how it is done. So before, let's see how this can be done practically. So students, I've already typed a code over here. See, I've started with HTML. I opened the notepad, then uh, I typed the HTML tag, then the head tag, then the title tag. Inside the title, I have written comments box. So they had created remarks, and then a remarks box. I am creating a comments box. Then uh, they have closed the title. Okay, then head tag is closed, then body tag is opened, and then after body tag form, I have opened the form tag. Now I've written comments colon. So this is acting as a label for my this text box. Just like they have used remarks colon over here, I have used what? Comments colon. And now I've used an extra tag, that is the BR tag. You know this BR tag is used to break the line. So the box will come in the next line from this comments. So at the top, comments will be written, comments colon, and in the next line, this box will be created. Now see, this is the text area tag. Okay. Now, this is the name attribute of the text area tag. So text area space name attribute. What is the value I've given to the this? I've given comments. Okay. So what is the name of my box? It is comments. Then rows attribute. Rows defines the height. So how much height I've taken? I've taken height as 10. Okay. So rows equals to 10 and calls equals to 40. Okay, so what will be the width of my box? It will be 40 columns wide. Okay, now this is the text area on tag and this is the text area off tag. Between these two, I have written write your comments here. Okay, students, and now the text area tag is closed, form tag is closed, body tag is closed, and HTML tag is closed. After that, I'm going to save my file. I'll save it as commentsbox.html. Okay, and I'll save it. Now let's check the output, students. So this is my this. You can see that this is my text area. The height of this text area is how much? From here to here, the height is 10, and from here to here, it is 40. Okay. Now I'll just show you how to increase. If you want to increase the size of this box, it's not a big deal. If you want to increase the height, then just increase the value of rows, and if you want to increase the width, then increase the value of calls and then save it. And now when you come and refresh this, you can see the width is also increased and height is also increased. Okay, now before typing here, we need to delete this whatever is written by default. Okay, if you want an empty box, then just remove whatever is written over here and then save it, and you will see that nothing will be written here. Now you can just type anything, okay, in multiple lines over here. Okay, students. So this is how you create a multiple line text box. I hope you understood this particular concept. Okay, students. This was very easy. Now let us quickly discuss the application areas of forms. Okay. So where are forms used? Online forms, as you know, online forms which are there on the websites, okay, are used for various purposes. For example, in educational websites, for example, if you want to take admission in a school, then many schools nowadays, what they do, they give you the online forms. Okay, so you have to open the website of that particular school, then open the admission form, and then you fill out your name, address, telephone number, email address of your parents, and different information that they ask, and then you need to register yourself. So different educational websites, colleges and all that, they use these forms to collect various informations from their students also. In the same manner, in online purchasing, you might be very familiar with, you know, uh, Flipkart and Amazon websites like these. Okay, they also use forms to gather your information, what kind of item you're purchasing. Then you need to type your name in the name box, you need to type your address properly in the multiple line text box, and so on. Okay, so even while purchasing online something, if you want to purchase online, you need to fill different types of form, then your payment mode and so on. Then students, online feedback forms. What is feedback? If you use some service, okay, then always that particular company of the service that you use, the company that is providing you the service, okay, that company asks you how did you like our service. That thing is called as feedback. Okay, so even for giving your feedback, you need to fill the online forms, and then providing the interface for a chat session. What is meaning of this? You might have seen, you might have used WhatsApp. Yes, in WhatsApp you get a box over here, and in this box you type something, and then there's a send button over here. This is also like a form only, students. Okay, you type something and then you click on the send button. Okay, and your information is being sent to your friend or whomever you are chatting with. Okay, so even for providing a interface for a chat session, you require the use of forms. Okay, so with this, students, we finished this chapter. Okay, I've finished this chapter. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, you can send your email on this email ID, or you can comment in the YouTube videos comment section. Okay, thanks for listening. Take care of yourself and be well.